Hey, my soul friends. I want to talk to you about something that often flies under the radar. It's an emotion and it really kind of takes over the body, and that's called resentment. Do you ever feel resentment? Do you feel resentment on a daily basis? Do you feel like resentment is justified? Maybe somebody said something, did something to you recently or years ago, decades ago, and that resentment is still living in you somewhere, even though you've tried to bury it. You know, and oftentimes we can say, well, we can justify the resentment by, well, after all, look at this or that or whatever is going on or whatever they said to me or did to me. Sure, I'm going to feel resentful. But do you know that that resentment is directly tied to unforgiveness? And do you know that unforgiveness is so detrimental to you spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally? And do you also know that there is a way, and it's not having to study for years to figure out how to let go of resentment and unforgiveness. You don't have to spend years and years in therapy to try to figure out why or where it came from. Do you know that there is a way that you can live being able to detect resentment and unforgiveness, handle it, deal with it, and then live your life in peace and freedom from that resentment? And yes, it's a daily spiritual practice, a daily spiritual discipline. But don't we need these simple ways to keep our lives in peace and on track and centered? I'm Maria. I'm your spiritual director, and I want to offer this to you. I'm doing a workshop called The Power of Forgiveness, and I know that once you go through this workshop, when you leave this workshop, you're going to feel equipped to not be tossed around by those things that trigger your resentment, those people, or that deep-rooted issue or wound that's been in you. And I want to tell you that you don't have to even figure out where it all came from or why. That's not what this workshop is about. It's about, by the time you leave it, that you are going to have a way to live more peacefully and even experience joy and not have to look for reasons to be joyful, but just because you are. So I'm offering a workshop called The Power of Forgiveness, and I'm offering it, I'm doing it on Insight Timer, the app, the meditation app Insight Timer. So if you don't have that, you just go to the App Store. It's a free download if you'd like to check out this workshop. It's going to be July 9th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., 2 hours Eastern Time. And I know that you might not even realize that you have resentment that brews within you, or that you have unforgiveness that has been hardwired into you. You may not even realize it. I'll just share this quick little story. One of my spiritual direction clients, when she heard that I was doing this workshop, she thought, her first reaction was, oh, I don't need that. I've forgiven everything or everyone in my life, so I don't really feel like I need this. But she said she decided to pray on it anyway. And then the next day, what came to her was like, oh wow, yes, I do need this. I do need to unpack this. So I just share that with you because perhaps you're like that. Perhaps you're thinking, well, I already dealt with that kind of, I already dealt with that relationship and that person or that thing, or I forgave it a long time ago. Well, not necessarily. It could could have like these little roots that have gone down into you that very quickly will trigger resentment or anger, sometimes even rage, or might even cause you to shut down. Is there something or someone or some kind of a word or conversation that causes you to withdraw, to shut down? You never know. So, like I said, what I will say, what we're not going to be unpacking all the ugly wounds of the past. It isn't necessary. It isn't necessary. But the spiritual disciplines that I'm going to share with you, and the insights and the experience and the presence of the Holy Spirit, I'm telling you, you're going to experience healing. You're going to walk away with tools that are going to help you live your life in peace, in freedom, in joy, regardless of what's going on around you. So that sounds great. Check the link below. Just click on that, sign up for the workshop. Again, July 9th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I cannot wait to share this with you. And we're going to share together, actually. And by the way, if that's not a good time for you, just sign up anyway, because you'll be able to receive the recording of it. It will be a Zoom workshop, so we'll see one another face to face. It's not just going to be, like names on a feed somewhere, and you'll receive the recorded workshop, which will be almost like you were there when it was happening. You create it yourself, right? So anyway, I do hope that you sign up. Many blessings to you, my dear soul friend. Much love. And I can't wait to pray with you Sunday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Register on my website, thedeeperconnection.org, and 9:30 at Insight Timer. And check out my website, because I'm refreshing, doing some refresh on it and putting some new things up there. So I'd love to get your feedback on it, thedeeperconnection.org. Can't wait to see you. The power of forgiveness. Change your life. I promise you will change your life.